Are you tired of surface level relationships? Do you struggle to nurture or sustain quality relationships? Are you conflicted with which relationship to let go of or which to invest in? In this video, I'll be sharing with you the foundations of every quality relationship. If you're new here, hi, my name is Buraola Olaliko and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I share practical tips and actionable steps that will help you navigate adulthood with intention, wisdom, and clarity. If that sounds like something you're interested in, smash that subscribe button and let's get into the video. What exactly is a healthy relationship? Yes, I'm asking you, what does a healthy relationship look like to you? I need you to define that for yourself because that will be the lens with which you view your relationships. I believe that as humans, we're not designed to do life alone. We're designed for community, we're designed for relationships. For me, a healthy relationship is one where the parties involved consistently bring out the best out of each other, where their result or their quality of life is amplified as a result of that relationship. I wrote here that the relationship should strengthen more than it drains. Whatever we can do on our own should be amplified by relationships. So a relationship or partnership should sharpen the people involved. Iron sharpens iron. So that is what I term a healthy relationship. What does a healthy relationship look like to you? I need you to define that for yourself. If you already have that defined, let's get into the foundations of a healthy relationship. And the first foundation is love. Now, when I say relationship, I'm talking about all forms of relationship: romantic relationships, platonic relationships, work relationship, any form of relationship you can think of. These are foundations that guide or the building blocks upon which every healthy relationship is built upon. Okay? So if I say I'm in a relationship with you, there needs to be love for you in my heart. There needs to be love as a foundation in that relationship for that relationship to work. Because if we do not love each other, there will be a lot of problems that we find ourselves struggling with that we are not able to solve because there is absence of love. So the presence of love, I like when you ask me what love is, I say love is a choice. But to better expatiate the qualities of love, let's use 1 Corinthians 13, which gives us insight to what the qualities of love are, right? Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable and it doesn't keep record of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. See, if we imbibe love and all its qualities in our relationship, we won't have as many issues as we do in relationships, in our nation, and even in the world at large. So assess your relationships and ask, is this relationship built on love? Which takes me to my next foundation, which is definitions. You need to define your relationship. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you want to define what kind of relationship this is. You probably met or have a mutual connection or something that brings you guys together. But what is the definition of this relationship? Are we friends, or are we partners? Are we romantic partners, or are we just colleagues, or is this a mentor-mentee relationship? What kind of relationship is this? You need to define that relationship, clarify what it is, because that helps with expectations. When you are in a work relationship with somebody and the person sees you as a friend, the person will have certain expectations from you that you are not aware they have because they see you as a friend and you don't see them as a friend. But defining relationship, if you need to have a conversation around it, please have a conversation around it with whoever you need to have that conversation with, and ensure that your relationships are defined and there is no loophole or room for assumption. What exactly are we doing? Who am I to you? What is this? Do we just like each other? Do we just enjoy spending time with each other? Or what are we intentionally building? Remember, you want a healthy relationship, a quality relationship. So it's important to define what that relationship is about. A work relationship with romantic relationship expectations is not a healthy relationship. We are colleagues, but I don't expect you to be a shoulder I can lean on in difficult times or support me in personal decisions. However, when the lines are blurred and a relationship is not defined, unrealistic expectations can easily slip in, and that will stifle the relationship. So assess your current relationships and properly define where each person stands. Have a conversation if necessary to clarify what kind of relationship it is and what each person's expectations are. Which takes me to my next foundation, which is reciprocity. Reciprocity in relationships is the mutual exchange of energy and support between partners. When only one party in the relationship is giving and investing in the relationship, that relationship becomes parasitic. Yep. Now, this is not to say that each party is giving equally to the relationship. The value that is being exchanged will not necessarily be equal, but it is mutual. it's not just one party that is constantly investing and nurturing the relationship. Both parties involved are intentionally nurturing that relationship. When it feels like you're always the one calling, always the one reaching out, always the one investing resources, investing time, investing this, investing that, you might begin to get burnt out and feel like you're not necessarily in a relationship, you just have a responsibility. Realistically, we want a relationship where value is being exchanged. Realistically, the value being exchanged might not be equal, but for a healthy relationship, there should be mutual exchange of value and resources. The next foundation here is trust, safety, and vulnerability. You want to be in a relationship where there is trust, where you feel safe and you can be vulnerable. You don't want to be in a relationship where you are constantly looking over each other's shoulder, where you are not safe. Why then are we doing life together? Why then are we committing to each other? Why then are we saying we are partners if I don't trust you? Even in business partnership, if I don't trust you to make decisions in my absence, if I don't trust you to handle finances, if I don't trust you to handle clients, then why are we partners? I should trust you to a certain extent to commit a part of the business into your hands. That's why we are in a relationship. So I trust you to a certain extent to partner with you. I trust you to a certain extent to commit a part of my personal life to you. I trust you to a certain extent to work with you, to work on a particular project with you. So for a relationship to work, it takes trust, vulnerability, and safety. Now, what does that mean to you? What do these three words mean to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. My next foundation is respect and honor. Honor your friends. Don't take them for granted. Honor people. Let your heart genuinely honor people and respect people as well. Even with familiarity, you want to ensure that respect is present in your relationships. Boundaries. Set boundaries with your friends. Every relationship has boundaries guiding those relationships. So ask yourself, what are the boundaries guiding this particular relationship? And are these boundaries being kept? When necessary, enforce your boundaries and be firm. Boundaries are guidelines for that relationship. And when the boundaries are being violated, it will tamper on the quality of the relationship. So identify what are the necessary boundaries for this kind of relationship, because they are not the same. What are the necessary boundaries for this kind of relationship, and are these boundaries being held at esteem? Feedback and accountability. Relationship requires partnership with different people, with different experiences, different exposures, different ideas, belief system, mentality. Because of these differences, there will be conflict, there will be misunderstandings, there will be disagreements. And it is important to understand where this person is coming from, understand why this person is saying what they are saying, why they believe what they are believing. Try to understand people, try to see from their lens. Your own way of seeing things is not finite, it's not the only way. Try to understand the people you're in relationships with, and also learn to give feedback. Be accountable in your relationships. I'm merging this into one, even though they are different. Understanding, then feedback and accountability. So understand the people you're in a relationship with, be understanding. Try your best to be understanding, okay? Then give yourself to feedback and accountability. Relationships should have feedback and accountability. You don't know it all. You don't have it all figured out. So receive feedback. Ask for feedback. And when you get feedback, receive it. There are times when we shrug against correction. A mature person is a person that is open to receiving feedback and adjusting with the feedback they have received. So receive feedback. Be accountable. Your way is not the one and only way. Your way is not set in stone, right? If somebody corrects you, be open to that correction and make necessary changes. That's how we grow as individuals. That's how this relationship is supposed to impact on you as well. Because if somebody is giving you feedback and you're not receiving it, how will you grow? How will you improve as a person? How would you improve as a partner? If your business partner keeps telling you that there is this thing that needs to be fixed, but you're not taking that feedback, how do you guys grow? How does that relationship thrive? And how does that partnership yield fruits or results? Another foundation of a healthy relationship is a relationship where your individuality is preserved. We understand that your relationships have an impact on your behavior, on your person. They do have an impact on you. They affect you to a certain extent. But it is also quite easy, especially some kinds of relationship where there is intense communication, vulnerability, and exchange going on, that you begin to look like the person you're in a relationship with. Ensure that in any form of relationship you're in, your individuality is preserved. You don't lose yourself in that relationship for one reason or the other. This person is not trying to bend you to their own standard. They're not trying to make you be like them. You have your own thoughts. You have the freedom of your own thoughts, your belief. You can question things, you can receive feedback, but you're not morphing into looking like this person. Once somebody is trying to bend you to their own standard, beware. I've seen situations where we are in a relationship and you become a shadow of yourself because you are so involved, so invested in this relationship that you start liking what this person likes. You start doing what this person does and you let go of yourself. It's like you've lost yourself in that relationship. That is not a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is one where both parties are mutually impacting each other without losing each other. You're not losing your individuality. Okay? Make changes when necessary, take feedback when necessary, make necessary adjustments, grow as a person, but your individuality is not lost. Your identity as a person is not lost. In this video, I went in depth on the topic of identity, so you want to check that out if you have questions on identity. I wanted to share 10 foundations with you in this video, and I'm leaving the 10th one blank for you to fill. So share with me in the comment section, what is another foundation of every healthy relationship that I did not touch on in this video? I'd love to hear from you. If you are not yet subscribed, now is a good time to subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends, your family, everybody you're in a relationship with. Share it with them. Okay, bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.